Today we're talking about the single most important metric in your personal financial life, net worth. Stay tuned. Welcome back to WhiteBoard Finance. My name is Marco and I'm here to help you master your money and build your wealth. Today we're talking about the single most important metric in your personal financial life, and that is called net worth. To see more videos about personal finance, stock market investing, and real estate investing, hit the subscribe button below with the little bell to get notified. Let's get into it. So what is net worth? Net worth is simply how much you own versus how much you owe, otherwise known as assets minus liabilities. Tracking your net worth is important because it's similar to tracking a diet. You want to look at how many calories you have coming in versus how many calories are coming out. It's the same way with tracking your net worth. You're counting the dollars that are coming in, buying you assets, minus the dollars that are going out due to liabilities. Tracking is important because it drives future financial decisions to hopefully increase your net worth, not decrease it, meaning you're increasing your assets and decreasing your liabilities. So how do you calculate net worth? If you remember me mentioning earlier, it's simply your assets minus your liabilities. So what we do is you make a column full of assets. So this could be if you own your car outright. This could be any money in a checking account, any money in a 401k, etc. Anything that you own and don't owe anything on is considered an asset. And then you have liabilities. So these could be loans. It could be a student loan. It could be a personal loan. It could be your mortgage. If you owe money on your home, that is not an asset, that is a liability because you're paying off a mortgage every month. So all you do is you add up all your assets down here, you add up all your liabilities down here, you subtract the two, and that number right here is your net worth. So it's a very simple equation, but it sounds intimidating if you've never tried to find out your net worth before. So I hope this makes it a little bit easier. So what if your net worth is negative? There's nothing to worry about depending on what stage of life you're in. Life happens to everybody, as I mentioned in a lot of my videos, because it's true. A good example would be if you're young in life, say you're just graduated and you just got your new job, you may not have had enough time to accumulate enough money or assets versus your student loans that you may have. So you could be in negative net worth. If you're in middle of life, you could potentially have a new house or a big mortgage. So even though you own your cars outright and you have a lot of assets, the big mortgage could be weighing negatively on the liability side, putting you in the red. Or you can simply be an overborrower. This is someone who earns sufficient income, but they just keep spending and spending and spending, and now they're in the red. They have a negative net worth. So if you want to learn more about saving money every month, check out my other videos. I'll leave them in the description below. I have a couple videos on saving money every month and also how to pay down debt. This will ultimately help you get in the green and outweigh those liabilities with your good assets. That was pretty simple, wasn't it? The final point that I want to touch on is how often you should calculate your net worth. Some people like to do it monthly. Some people that are very anal like to do it weekly. I stick to a quarterly schedule. This gives me 3 months to actually see if there's any big adjustments, whether I took out a loan or if I paid off a large loan. Typically, things don't happen in my life that quickly, so I stick to a quarterly schedule every 3 months. It keeps it a lot more organized and it's a lot easier to manage in the long run. In conclusion, I just wanted to say that tracking your net worth shouldn't be used to keep up with the Joneses or to compare yourself with other people. That's probably the worst way to use your net worth calculations. Finding out your net worth is simply like keeping track of your diet. Again, it's like calories in versus calories out. You want to make sure that you get that personal net worth nice and fat. That way you can survive any cold winters. And I just came up with that on the spot, and that's pretty freaking good if you ask me. So all joking aside, guys, keep your wallet fat, build your wealth, answer the question of the day below. I want to know if you're happy with your current net worth, are you indifferent, or are you unhappy with it? If so, what are you going to do to change that? Again, if you got any value out of this video whatsoever, Please comment, like, and subscribe below. It really helps you guys. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you, and have a prosperous day. I'll show you my net worth if you show me yours.